Hi, how are you? I'm Anthony from Cypher House Escape, and today I'm back with some more Huntinality. Let's take a look at what today's first puzzle is going to be. We have Beetle of the World. Other stores may boast that their goods are stable, but my wares are a breath of fresh air, the best of the wild. Just scan the shelves and feel out what speaks to you. Okay, we have some sort of, looks like a shop list and an inventory. Other stores may boast that their goods are stable, so I think stable's potentially an interesting word. But my wares are a breath of fresh air. So is this the best of the wild? Okay, so I'm thinking this is Breath of the Wild, which is a Zelda game, right? Scan the shelves and feel out what speaks to you. So feel always makes me think of Braille. So can I find any of these items, like, what's an interesting one? Something skirt? Somebody has made Breath of the Wild mini skirts, but I don't think that's what we're looking for. There are different beetles in this game. Okay, let's see if I can find the beetles. Bladed rhino beetle? Related to the rugged rhino beetle and the energetic rhino beetle. Goods are stable. Why would it be important that the goods are stable? Let me search stable goods. Breath of the Wild stable? There are stables. Stables are a thing, it looks like. So I found this list on IGN of the various stables. I don't know, I assume this might be relevant. It feels, oh, outskirt stable. Yes, I think it's a list of stables. So what do we have? Dueling peaks. We have something hill, foothill, highland. These seem to be in alphabetical order. Wetland and woodland. Could the stock be an index? We can't index 5 into snow. The stock is how many prices there are. Oh, you're right. Yeah. So there's 2 stocks, so there's 2 prices. That makes sense. Squish says, could the prices be the number of letters like football? I see we have ball here, but we don't have foot. Oh, foot here? Oh, is that what we're doing? Oh, that's what we're doing, isn't it? It's words coming before or after. So peaks is the second word. We have Twin Peaks. Okay, Summit Peaks is a summit in Colorado. Okay. Well, this is interesting. I think I do know what we're doing here. Like I said, scan the shelves and feel out what speaks to you. I think that's an indicator of Braille. So, like, this is a Braille character if we just, imagine it as part of a 2x3 area. So this is the letter C. Locker? Foot Locker's a thing, right? And this is looking like another Braille character. Let's take a look at this Braille character. This is the letter O. Snow Revenge. When Jon Snow gets revenge for people saying he knows nothing. Oh, outline. I do like outline. I think it's okay to use... We're going to have to use at least one word multiple times. Snow peas are definitely a thing. Snow angels, definitely a thing. Is snow tundra a thing? Frosty and tundra look like they're supposed to go there. Which means we're missing another 4-letter thing, and it would have to be ball? Yeah, snowball. So what Braille character is that? That is a Y. Wet paint and wet revenge. Squish says the first letters of remaining words are Braille. Oh, you're right. If this is raft wood and forest wood, this is an E. If it's forest wood and wood line, it's an I. I feel like there should be a way to sort these. Maybe based on when you visit each of these in the Zelda game. I have another idea. If it's not this order, it could be the order that they show up in here. So raft, there's only one that uses raft, and that's the S. There's only one that uses twin, and that's the C. Locker would be the next one, so that's an O. Forest would be the next one, so that's an N. Oops, not there. Over here. Then we have our flow, followed by our line, so that's a D-A. Okay, so the Y comes at the end, and I'm guessing this one just starts in between up here, in that it's the E. Second day. Second day is correct. Beedle has joined the battle. Ah, so Beedle was our character. All right, so this is Beedle's story. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Beedle. 4 giants of the business world, but only one of those men could keep an air shop afloat through sheer willpower and some serious bicycle pedaling. Waluigi took off his cap and shook his head. No, thank you, Mr. Beedle. Your mere presence in this household is an honor. Earlier, Wario was insisting that he had gone to some kind of specialized school to become the man he was. He also mentioned meeting a colleague who had a son named Hamajama at said school. He then proceeded to give out 3 imaginary cards detailing his career. I'd have to go back and double check, but I feel like when we read the last story for Weezer, Wario did something really weird. This sounds like some clue. I'm still thinking there could be meta hints in these stories. So from businessman to businessman, I'll offer a generous sum. You make this game with me, I'll give you 500 rupees. Oh! Waluigi stroked his chin. I see, you drive a hard bargain, Mr. Beedle. Very well then, for someone of your caliber, 1,000 rupees. That's my final offer. You enter a juice factory and see that all the workers are fast asleep, save for one kid sporting a black turtleneck and AirPods, listening to a strange playlist full of hybrid tracks. So October Gemstone is Opal, says Sclipes. Merlin Mew says, Pink Lady Cocktail. Alright, Dadgum says Melrose Place is preceded by 90210. Interesting. Merlin Mew says these are apples. Yes, they are apples. You're right. Cortland Empire, Honey Gold. Oh, and so Apple ringtones make sense, right? Don't know why we have apples, but we have them. The images are referencing Apple alarms like bell tower or chimes, says Sclipes. Then we have Circuit. The next one that I see is Night Owl. Okay, so let's regroup. We have a bunch of apples, alphabetized. They're each associated with a ringtone that we're going to try to listen to and identify soon. Then we have a bunch of images that also correspond to ringtones. Okay, so that one seemed to be duck, except I noticed that it seems to be meshing different sounds together. I think this is duck. Okay, let me listen to duck and just verify that that's the same thing, because I'd be surprised if it's not. Okay, that sounds the same to me. I said that I thought these images were in index in some way, and I still think that's the case. If we're mixing 2 of the ringtones from the right to get these sounds, I'm guessing we add the numbers together to get an index. We already are familiar with duck. Let's check harp. Okay, that does sound like what we heard here. Yeah, duck with harp. I agree with that. Headset might be a good idea. I cannot switch to headset. It was a subtle hint. Uh-oh. I'm assuming the Rammer's hint is that we're actually... I thought we were adding these together and indexing a single letter, but maybe we're keeping them separate and indexing 2 separate letters that we then have to keep in order. Okay, so duck. I'm going to take my guess based on speakers. That duck is in the left ear and harp is in the right. How does that sound? Oh, Kronos agrees. Duck left, harp right. Okay, so I might be able to somewhat tell. Bell tower's definitely in there. Pretty sure bell tower is the left. Night owl. Yes, it's night owl. Okay. That one's easy. Chimes is on the left. And duck is on the right. Duck's on the left, trill's on the right. Uh-oh. Well, so much for our index guess, because we have 11 waves and Pink Lady is only 8 letters. Squish says all the answers are hybrids. Hybrid apples. Ew. So, according to Sclipes, a cane is Jonathan crossed with Worcester Pearmain. I was going to say, how do we know which one goes with our left channel and which one goes with our right channel? A lot of these sounds are used multiple times. So like night owl was used here and here. So Do we have between a cane and Melrose a common hybrid apple? Melrose apple. Jonathan and Red Delicious. Okay, so I think Night Owl is Jonathan. Sounds good. So maybe we should go to Empire next, figure out what circuit is. Looks like Sclapes has that one as well. It's Macintosh. Honeygold is Golden Delicious and Harrelson. All right, so we've associated an apple with a sound. Our sounds give us an index. So the bell tower is, there's 1 and we get a W. The chimes is Harrelson and there's 3 of them, which gives us an R. The circuit is Macintosh and there's 3 of them, which gives us an I. Ripples is Red Delicious, which gives us an L. There's 6 of them. So that spells ringing alarm, which is probably our final answer, and a very apt one at that. Ringing alarm. Apple Kid has joined the battle. That's fitting. So yeah, my name's Apple Kid. I'm a Tucson native, and I'm also somewhat of a prolific inventor. In fact, the other day Waluigi was already beginning to zone out. He couldn't quite put his finger on it, but something about this guest really irritated him. Maybe it was his sloppy demeanor, his unkempt appearance, the circular shape of his body. It was all very familiar. Right as he began to connect the dots, a certain boisterous presence barged into the room. Bro, quick question! Wario hobbled over to the dining room table. As Wario entered, he started pretending to shoot exactly 1 red orb of energy. Again, we have Wario doing something very strange that involves a number. I remember all 3 of them have had a number in them as well. Waluigi's face scrunched up in disgust. What a clown fest. Speaking of clowns, he thought back to a time when he considered studying to be a clown in Venice, Florida. And that time, he saw a group of remarkable trained pigs and a devastating July 1944 fire in Hartford, Connecticut. Okay, so Waluigi, I think, also has things. I didn't immediately notice it in the first story, but he did look at the TV and was listing movies by a specific actor in the last one, and now Waluigi's doing something here. All right, so that's 2 puzzles down. Where are we at on time? It's been 2.5 hours. We have like 5 more, I think, and then the meta? Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day, everybody, and as always, happy escaping.